are fewer humans that have been diving to the deep sea than humans that flew to space. And that's amazing to think, wow, I'm one of them. I'm one of those people who try to understand and explore the deep sea. So those moments of diving are fantastic, but of course also working with robots, because with every dive, with every look you take to the deep sea, you are seeing something, you're observing something that no one has seen before. And discovery just feels great. I will never forget my first access to the Arctic, so close to the North Pole. I was so amazed that it is possible to go with a ship, an icebreaker, through the ice, break it and move forward. The sea ice is very different from what I knew when I was a student. It is much thinner, it breaks much easier, it melts really fast in the summertime. It is much warmer in wintertime in the Arctic than it ever was. And to see how this affects every little bit of the Arctic, from the atmosphere to the deep sea, is really somehow hurtful, because it means that just by our energy usage, we are changing really every place on Earth, be it as remote as the North Pole region. Everyone's doing this, impacting the ocean already at the global scale. CO2 we've already mentioned, or methane release. There are other parts that are more hidden. For example, our everyday use of disposable plastics. That leaves a big impact on the oceans, because the oceans take in materials that are transported by the wind. They take into the precipitation micro and nanoplastics. And so the way we use plastics just means that the ocean gets a buckload of all of that. So the predictions that we have for 2100 is that this is the time when we have lost 99% of our coral reefs due to bleaching, due to a too warm ocean. It's the time when we have a summerly ice-free Arctic, and where we may have lost a large amount of glacial mass also from West Antarctica. A time when the climate change threats or the destruction of species and habitats may have become so large that our health and also other factors have decreased again. So the hope for me is that what we are already experiencing now, the combination of knowledge, technical and social solutions, and the feeling of the crisis that is already here, mobilizes our energies and brings us together as humanity, and lets us act for a better future. That's the hope that I have.